When Marcus borrowed his girlfriend's phone to order dinner, he found a message that read, "He's asleep. Come over." Marcus froze. The phone's glow burned in his hand like truth itself. The message wasn't vague. It was time-stamped just last week, on the night Lena said she was visiting her sick mother. He stared at her contact list. Eli. A name he didn't recognize. When Lena walked into the living room, towel in her hair, humming softly, Marcus forced a smile. "Hey babe, what do you want for dinner?" She grinned, leaning against the doorframe. "Surprise me." Her phone buzzed again. This time, she moved quicker than lightning to grab it. "Work," she said, too casually. Marcus nodded, silent. But in that moment, a cold seed of suspicion took root, and it would grow into something far bigger than either of them could imagine. Because Marcus wasn't the kind of man to explode. He was the kind of man to plan. Lena's story didn't add up. Her late meetings became longer, her phone always face down, her laughter a little too forced. So Marcus followed her one night. She told him she was at yoga. Instead, she drove across town to a downtown condo. He watched her knock on the door, and Eli opened it shirtless. Marcus didn't cry, didn't scream. He just memorized the address. Later that night, Lena came home glowing. "I'm exhausted," she said, kissing his cheek. "The studio's expanding. So many late nights." He nodded. "You deserve it." Because what she didn't know was that Marcus had quietly planted an AirTag under her passenger seat, and within days, he would know everything. Marcus started collecting evidence, texts, photos, timestamps. But revenge wasn't about confrontation. It was about precision. He discovered Lena was using his name to pitch a startup partnership, claiming Marcus' marketing contacts were Siri shared resources. So, Marcus made a deal with Eli. Pretending to be an investor, he offered to fund Eli's company if he could meet his creative director, Lena. When she walked into the restaurant and saw Marcus sitting there, her smile cracked like glass. "Marcus, what are you doing here?" He leaned back, calm. "Just business." Eli blinked, realizing what was happening. But it was too late. The deal was live-streamed as part of a promo interview. Every word she'd lied about was on camera. The video went viral. Girlfriend caught pitching fake startup using boyfriend's identity. Lena's followers dropped overnight. Sponsors backed out. She tried calling Marcus. He ignored her. When she finally showed up at his apartment, mascara running, she shouted, "You humiliated me." He looked at her calmly. "No, Lena, you humiliated yourself. I just turned the lights on." Her voice cracked. "I loved you." He smiled faintly. "No, you loved the version of me that didn't know." Lena lost everything. Her side business, her sponsorships, even her apartment. Eli ghosted her once the scandal broke. Marcus, meanwhile, quietly launched his own marketing firm, with twice the publicity. Ironically, her downfall became his rebirth. But Marcus wasn't happy, not really. Revenge felt satisfying, but fleeting. Sometimes he'd catch himself wondering if he'd gone too far, or not far enough. Weeks later, Lena showed up at his office. Her voice was small. "I just wanted to say sorry. You didn't deserve what I did." He stared at her, thinner now, drained of confidence. "I know," he said, "but you did it anyway." Tears welled in her eyes. "Can we start over?" Marcus shook his head. "You broke something that doesn't glue back." As she left, he felt something unexpected. Pity. Because for the first time, she wasn't acting. Months passed. Marcus moved on. Met someone new, softer, honest, but he never forgot the lesson. One evening, he saw Lena again, working at a small cafe. Their eyes met briefly. No words, no anger, just quiet understanding. He realized then that karma wasn't punishment. It was balance, and she was living her lesson every day. Deception always looks smart, until it meets someone patient enough to wait for truth. Lena's perfect plan, to cheat, lie, and rise, didn't just collapse. It backfired in front of everyone she tried to impress. And Marcus learned that revenge isn't about destruction, It's about letting truth become the loudest voice in the room. This was The Cheater's Perfect Plan Backfired. Like, share, and subscribe for more Silk Mirror stories where betrayal meets karma and truth always wins.